Okay, I do believe that thing is recording. Today is Saturday, January 27th, 2024, and it's about 10 a.m. here on the East Coast. I'm Kelly Renee. This is Sharing Our Shine, and I'm about to tell you what this is. Okay, today I am doing a WIP and Kit. That's what I'm calling it. Yeah. I am still working. I'm nearly finished. I think I have just a few more days left on a canvas that I shared. And that canvas, as a reminder, is a canvas that I am doing for the hashtag DP Big Butts 24. And this is the canvas I'm working on. And I'm nearly finished with this, and I will be entering the February event that Diamond Grandma is either hosting or co-hosting, and I believe the theme is barn life. Haven't quite fully decided what canvas is. Yes, that was plural. I will be doing for that event, but this one is one that I got from Temu, and it's so darn cute. It's been sitting on my desk, and I decided to have multiple WIPs going next month. Now, let me just admit something. Doing multiple canvases is new for me. What I generally have done, ever since I've been diamond painting, is I work on one canvas, I finish it, then I go on to the next one. I don't have multiple WIPs. But I've been watching many YouTubers, and it's not unusual to have multiple WIPs. It's just unusual for me. So this is something that I'm diving into new waters. I'm going to have multiple WIPs. I have multiple light pads. I always use a light pad. And there's just no reason for me not to. So, I'm going to get this one going. And I did want to spend some time. I'm going to kit it up. How many colors in here? 24. Okay. This container was a freebie that I got with one of my light pads. I put the numbers on it. And I think it will serve this canvas quite well. Now, because I am kitting up and I am accustomed to having labels, stickers, beyond what this is, on my containers, I went ahead and I made some stickers. And these are stickers that I made with my mini printer. And I think I'm just going to put them near the number. It's just something I've grown used to, and I see no reason to change that. So I made my stickers. And I may, if time allows, and time should allow, because I'm not really watching the clock on this one. Just want to relax, listen to the music, kit it up, put it on the light pad that is underneath this covering, get this started, and start whipping it and continue chatting. So, time should allow. So, let's see here. And this is around people. I have been living the square life for a minute, okay? So this is very much welcome. Just a tour around. It's been a while since I've done a round. I am a square girl. And that is kind of a departure for me too, because I did a square, and it was not a pleasant experience. And I basically told myself, okay, I'm not doing squares. I'm just not doing squares. This was too painful. It was a budget canvas that I got from was it AliExpress? Yeah, I think it was AliExpress years ago. And prior to that, I need to get out my baby scissors. I don't need these big mambo jumbos. And prior to that, I had always done rounds. So but I really like the image. And the image, you guys see it every time you join my channel, which is my icon, which is the owl, the bewitched owl, that witchy owl. I loved it. I saw it on another content creator had it, and I searched and searched, and I finally found a version of it. And I bought it immediately, and then I got it, and I looked at it, and I said, oh my, these are squares. I had never done squares before. It was one gappy canvas, let me tell you. A very gappy canvas. And it was, it didn't go well for me. I got it done, obviously. But it left a sour taste in my mouth. And I basically said, that's it. I'm just going to stick with rounds. But that didn't last very long. I ventured back in. I did a square painting, a Diamond Art Club square painting. And it was very satisfying. It was a completely different experience than... This is the right number? This says 01. Let me just make sure. It doesn't give me the DMC number on the package. Oh, I have to go by 01. So it gave me a different experience. And I started venturing back into squares. So, and once I kind of dived back in and realized that squares are not as bad as I thought they were, just my initial experience was quite lousy. I realized that I needed to kind of get over myself and go ahead and do... I really should have started this. Am I going to use these stickers now that I printed them? I'm telling myself I am. But these are just one and one. I might be just kind of... This might be totally unnecessary. Well, it is totally unnecessary. But I'm a creature of habit. And I feel like I need them because with the other canvases that I do, I need them. Let me just see how best to do this. I don't really think... No, you know what? 1 through 7 is 7. 8 is 8. 9 is 9. I think maybe I'll just do 10 and up because those are letters. I'm not going to do 1 through 9. Okay. I'm just not going to do those. I'm going to put them over here. If I change my mind, I still have them. But I'm going to start with 10. So I have, I ventured back into squares and got over my anxiety about it, which led me to the topic that I wanted to talk about during this WIP Kit. A lot of the subscribers are new to diamond painting. They're just jumping in. They've identified themselves as newbies. And welcome, newbies. Glad to have you. And I remember being a newbie. And one of the things that I found that was a struggle for me was, okay, well, I started this thing called diamond painting, and I'm enjoying it. And I was getting all my canvases from Amazon. And I didn't know where else to shop. I really didn't. I was just learning the hobby. And I didn't really know how to scale up. Does that even make sense? I just didn't know how to scale up. So I wanted to talk about... I wanted to focus on the newbies for this WIP Kit. Do I care about the DNC numbers? I don't care about them. They're on the canvas. So when I kit down, I can just use the canvas legend. I don't need this. Plus I have the photograph of my legend that I made the stickers from, and I don't need the other thing. Okay, that's good. So I wanted to really focus this WIP Kit on the newbies, because where do you go? Where do you start? How do you start? Well, I think so many diamond painters started exactly the same way. Amazon. You get your first kits, or one of the budget sites, depending upon how you were introduced to the craft itself. You may have seen a video, you may have learned about Diamond Art Gift, or one of the other budget sites, and that's where you're going to begin your shopping other than Amazon. Makes sense. You're going to follow links if links are provided in, in a YouTube channel that you saw. And that's great. So, over time, I guess I realized, where do I go from here? So I wanted to talk about diamond painting, like the Jacob's Ladder. Let's call it that. The Jacob's Ladder of diamond painting. When you're a newbie, kind of, how do you start? Where do you go? And that was dumb. I cut off my edge for the sticker, so now I gotta find an edge. Kelly Renee, seriously? Yeah, seriously. Where do I go from here? So what's the hierarchy of diamond painting? Well, rounds. Rounds are much easier to do than squares, and the majority of the budget paintings are rounds. And if you're a new diamond painter, you may not even know about squares, right? So you start with rounds, and then you will, as you're shopping, find probably, oh, this is yucky. I hope I don't have to reprint this. This might be my demo, because I might have to reprint this, because I lost my edge. I'm trying to find it. But you start with rounds, but as you're shopping, you may run into partials. And many of the partials have those special drills. You know what? I may reprint this. Ugh. That's on me. I had the edge to make it easy peel, but I didn't retain it when I trimmed it. Okay, that'll be my test. I'm not going to waste time. Let me do the other ones. You see this edge that has no... It makes it very easy to peel, but I cut it off. I was too busy talking. But you start with rounds, either with Amazon or one of the budget sites. And you find out whether or not this hobby is for you. Once you determine that the hobby is for you and you're enjoying it, then you may start buying a few more diamond paintings and looking at the different images and deciding what's your genre, what do you gravitate to, that sort of thing. And you shop and you get your rounds, you get your diamond paints, you've learned about the different sizes. And over time you start picking up understanding how an image looks on the larger and smaller canvases, and you start to make better choices. This image will read on this size canvas, and this image will not read on this size canvas. And you kind of stay in that mode for a little bit. But where do you go from there? If you want to up your game, where should I head next? Once I kind of find my sea legs doing rounds and special drills and learning about or discovering whether or not you like canvas only or off canvas, where do you go from there? Well, I think your next stepping stone after rounds would be squares, and would recommend that you can stay in the budget market and look for a square. Look for your first square. Be really picky about what you buy, and make sure that you love the canvas, because working with squares might get frustrating and you need some level of motivation maybe to see it through. So be picky and pick a canvas that you really like and get your first square. And I would suggest that when you get your first square, stay in your lane as far as sizing. If you can find a 30 by 30 square or 30 by 40 square, try to stay in that lane, because you're trying to discover whether or not you can work with squares. And remember, the budget market is less, let's see, how do I want to put this? Can be less precise when it comes to the size of the grid that the image is printed on compared to the size of the drills that are packaged with the canvas as a kit. What do I mean by that? So if the canvas grid that your image is printed on is not well suited to the drills that came in your kit, that is what's going to cause and result in gapping. And that gapping is obviously the space between your drills, right? So gapping is not a good thing. Let's just go there. What's the difference? Why do I even want to venture into squares? What is squares going to give me? Well, squares are used by diamond painting designers, and I'm speaking from a premium standpoint. I don't know what the logic is. I would think it would be similar for the budget houses, but I don't know that. I'm just guessing. Based on the detail of the image and whether or not that image is going to read better as a round or a square. Now, a square diamond is smaller than a round diamond, physically smaller. A round diamond is make sure I have 6. Yes, I do. Is 2.8 millimeters in size. 2.8. Okay? A square drill is 2.5. They are physically smaller than the round drills. Hence, that's why square drills are used to capture detail. And because the drills are smaller, the overall size of a canvas, when compared to its round counterpart, can be smaller, physically smaller in a final result, because the drills are smaller. And even if the canvases are exactly the same size, let's say 50 by 50, round versus square, because the square canvas 50 by 50, round canvas 50 by 50, you're going to get more detail in that image coming out of that image in the square than you would the round, because you have an opportunity to drill more drills on the same size canvas. Therefore, you're able to get more detail out of that image with a square versus a round. Okay? So for you newbies, you need to think when you're shopping, look at an image. And if that image has a lot of detail and it's being offered in a 30 by 30, yeah. That detail you see in the picture is not going to be the detail you're going to get out of the canvas. Let me repeat that. When you're shopping and you're looking at a canvas and you like the image, take note of the size. Do I have 7? Because Kelly Renee is talking, not paying all that much attention. Pay attention to the size of the canvas you're looking at. And think for yourself, is all that detail going to come out in this 30 by 30, 30 by 40? Look at, you know, you're looking at a castle, and it has a dragon, and it has a damsel, and it has a forest, and maybe a dragon slayer, and all this detail. Are you actually going to get all of that detail to come out in the final result? I think I might have to put a dryer sheet in that. On that size canvas. You have to kind of be mindful of that, so that your disappointment on how that painting came out, you'll be able to mitigate it better if you make better choices. Okay, that takes a minute to learn, but just know, there's some static in there too, and just know that when you're looking at it, don't think, oh, look at that, that's a great floral design, and it's only a 20 by 20 or a 20 by 30. This will be great. This is nice and small, but make a nice gift. Look at the detail in the picture, compare it to the size of the canvas, and make a good choice. Be honest with yourself and say, okay, I'm willing to give up some detail because I really like the size and I really like the image. It takes a minute to kind of learn that, but you will learn it, because you'll get a canvas and you'll say, gosh, really? Yeah, really. So you just have to be kind of an informed consumer when you're shopping. Now, what's the difference? You may say to yourself, is that true for anything I buy? Not so much. Not so much. I spent years buying only premium. I kind of started with budget and then I went to premium. And I can tell you the premium sites offer canvases for the most part. There may be exceptions out there. I'm sure there are. There are exceptions out there. Let me back that up. Diamond Art Club offers canvases based on best results. They know that the canvas is the size that it is, and it's the diamond shape that it is, because their designers have determined that this square bead on this size canvas gives the best result for that artwork. So you can rest assured that when you purchase from Diamond Art Club and you're getting a 50 by 50 premium canvas and you're getting it in round, they have already determined that that combination will give you an excellent result. Okay, there's you can be confident in that. In the budget market, they don't. I was trying to find a better way of saying that. Is that true for every budget company out there? Probably not. But as a general rule, I've seen many images that I like, but I did not buy because I know better. I know that image is not, and that detail is not coming out on that small canvas. Sure, you can take a chance, and I've done that, and you've seen some of the diamond paintings that I chose. But I knew I was taking a chance. But for $3.48, I was willing to take a chance. It may not come out. It just may be too small. And I know that going in. So it's on me if I wasted $3.48. I went into the purchase with my eyes open. And I took a chance. Wasn't sure. Wasn't 100% sure. But I really liked the image. So, let's see. I'll go ahead and buy it. Fingers crossed it all works out for me. But no guarantees. Absolutely no guarantees. So, once you start with rounds, and once you decide that diamond painting is a craft that you want to grow in, I would say stick with rounds for maybe a first month or two, and just make sure it's something that you want, and then start looking, or you can grow into the craft by looking for a square. Do your first square. Now, if you stay in the budget market, be aware that there may be some gapping involved, and your drills aren't going to abut each other perfectly. There's going to be a gap between them. If you watched my earlier videos, I was working on a gift of a French Bulldog, which was a budget canvas that I bought years ago, and it was a square. And it was gappy. Gappy, gappy, gappy. I complained about it then. I'm still complaining about it, even though that canvas is done, it's sealed, I mica finished it. And you'll have to look at that video. I do have a video out there with a mica finish and a sealing. And that's on that particular canvas. It's how to mitigate the gaps. And how to make them less visible. And to give your canvas the best finished result that you can. I've shown that. And there is a little bit of mica finishing that I'll do on my current WIP, which is the, I have to stand up just to make sure you guys can see this. Okay, yeah. My chunky, I call them chunky mamas. These are my chunky mamas, my sexy chunky mamas. I'm working on this canvas. This particular store on AliExpress Evermoment is budget plus. They're not as expensive as the usual suspects in the premium vendor world. I'm talking Dreamer Designs, I'm talking Diamond Art Club, I'm talking Oroloa, I'm talking Diamond Art Studio UK. There's many. I'm talking Bella Art. Those are some of the usual suspects that I lean into when I'm making a purchase. Evermoment is not quite as expensive as them. Okay? This particular canvas is a 50 by 60 square. And I paid $42 and change for it. That's pricey. But it's not $65 or $69.99, which this size canvas in this quality, that would be kind of the range that I would expect at the usual premium vendors. So I call this budget plus. Okay, yes, it's pricey, but there's a reason for it. Okay, Evermoment has premium quality canvases and drills. Their canvas size is well paired with the drill size. Therefore, the gaps are either non-existent or so minimal. I mean, like that, you know, just minimal. And when you see my finished Chunky Mamas, you'll see that. So, when you want quality, you're going to have to come up with the funds to pay for it. I highly recommend that particular store. Yes, their prices are higher, but they offer, when you go to pick out a canvas with Evermoment, you generally will be able to pick out the size that you want and the drill shape that you want. So having the knowledge of knowing and being able to look at an image and consume the details in that image, you can make a good decision based on the drill shape you want to use and what size canvas you want to purchase. So the prices vary. Could I have paid far less for Chunky Mamas than $42? Yes. But when I looked at this image and I saw all those faces, I saw all that skin coming out, and I looked at the details, the shading, the shoes, the faces. Number one, I made the decision I was going to do this in square in order to get as much detail out of this canvas as possible. Then I had to decide on the size. I didn't want to go gargantuan, but since I was using a square as opposed to a round, I could go smaller than gargantuan. I didn't have to get a 60 by 80. I didn't have to go that big. I was doing squares. I could go one size smaller and have a good result. Had I chose rounds to do that painting in, I would have gone bigger. I need more canvas real estate to get the same detail that I would get in a smaller square. I knew that. So that's what I'm talking about. There's things to learn as you come into the hobby. And just because a budget site is offering X canvas in a 20 by 30 or a 30 by 30, don't take their word for it that canvas, the result of your drilling on that canvas is going to look like the picture they provided you. First of all, they're probably counting the size for the entire piece of fabric as opposed to the actual drill area. Okay? Just assume that the drill area or the size they give you is the entire canvas. The entire piece of fabric, not just the drill area. Your concern is the drill area because that's where the image is. That's what you're drilling, right? So pay attention, newbies, when you're out there shopping. And this can be an addictive hobby. I'm living proof of that. I just got in 3 more premiums. And we'll talk about that, maybe, in this video. But, as you're shopping, and if you're new to the hobby, you're not going to be sure whether or not you're making good choices. We've all been through that. That is just part of the ramping up and learning the hobby. And thankfully, you're going to learn as you get your order and you look at the canvases that you pick, and you're going to say, oh, that looks great. I'm looking forward to doing that one. Or you'll look at it and say, gosh, I can't even tell what that is. That's part of the learning of it all. Truly. Okay? I don't think all this is going to fit. Okay, I'm going to pause the video a second. I think I'm going to need a baggie to put the extras in. So I'm going to go grab one. Hang on. Okay, thankfully, I didn't have to go far. I don't need that wax. Evermoment, as you can see on this baggie, gave me a bag of baggies I'm going to make use of. I kit up, and I generally don't use baggies, but all of these drills are not going to fit in this container. What number is this? This is 15939. This is the dark blue. And what number is it? It's F. So all this down here. Okay. So you start with rounds. You move on to squares. Where do you go from there? Because as you're buying canvases and you're seeing the results of your purchases, you're starting to learn how to look at an image and determine whether or not the resulting diamond painting is going to give you a good result or not. You're learning that as you go. But once I kind of tackle that and I learn that particular lesson, where do I go from there? Well, how you can re-challenge yourself from there. This is 939. I'm going to write that on there. Is you can ramp up in a couple of different ways from that point. 930. Am I right? Yeah, 939. See what happens when you get old? Yeah, it's not fun. 939. So I've got extras. And I've got this filled. I gotta reprint my stickers, so you'll see that demo after all. Okay, 15. There's my extras. My bag of baggies. Thank you, EverMoment. They give you an upgraded toolkit with EverMoment, so you're also paying for that. You get a, this is the cover minder that I got from EverMoment. It was in the toolkit. Little piece of watermelon with the 2 magnets. I'll make use of that. They give you a little brush. I'll do something with that. They give you the bag of baggies. They give you a tray. I don't know what I did with the tray. Several pieces of wax. They give you branded EverMoment tweezers. I could take that out and put that in my little merry-go-round here for the tweezers. See? EverMoment, you're branded. You get a couple of the comfort grips, also called the squishy. You get multi-placers. I don't use them, but you get them. And is this the thin one? Or the, no, these are the fatties. These aren't the thin ones, so, but it's free, or it's included. I won't say it's free because you're paying, you know, top dollar for, not top dollar, but you're paying good money for the kit itself. Okay, let me get to 16. Let me just get my next string here. Okay, that's not it. 18. What did I do with 16? That was 15. Is it out of order? Oh, wait a minute. No, that's a 6. Looks like an 8. Okay. My bad. Bad eyes. Okay. 16. So, where do you go from... Okay, you start with squares. I'm sorry, you start with rounds. Budget, market. You get a feel for diamond painting. You may do some partials using special drills. You may even venture into some canvas versus off canvas. Then you escalate to squares. And you're kind of staying in your lane on size. Don't go crazy. Try to stay in your lane. But the step up from that is size. Maybe you can start going a little bigger, be it round or square. The budget sites do offer larger sizes, and it may be intimidating at first. So buy one of an image that you really like, be very picky. That'll be kind of your motivation for seeing it to completion. And you could ramp up after you venture into squares on size. That's a way to to challenge yourself. Also with squares, there's a technique called checkerboarding. And that's when you put a drill here, skip a space, put a drill here, skip a space, put a drill here, and you do a whole, let's say a whole line, a whole area, and then you go back and fill in your spaces. That allows the line to naturally stay straight, and the drills will click into space. If you have no or minimal gapping, you'll hear click, you'll hear like a crunch. To me, it sounds more like a crunch. That is just the drill finding its place between its two neighboring drills. It's called checkerboarding, and it's encouraged when you're doing squares. I don't always do it, but I have done it, and I am successful with it, but that's called checkerboarding. So that's something that you can try to see if it works for you. It does work, but just see if you want to stay with that. But you could size up. That could be your next challenge as a newbie. Your rounds, your squares, and then you can start sizing up. Okay? And what about, once I size up, are there any more challenges in the diamond painting hobby that I could entertain? Answer, yes. There are. Personal choice, whether or not you want to, at that point, once you've done a little bit larger canvas, in your round or square drill of choice, you could consider buying your first premium. Save up for it. Think about it. It is an investment. They're not cheap. But you could treat yourself to going into the premium world and just buying yourself one painting. Just to have it. Just to try it, to say, yeah, I spent good money on that particular canvas, but I really enjoyed the quality of the canvas, the quality of the drills, the quality of the everything, the quality of the customer support. If you run out of drills, you send an email to customer service, you tell them what drill color you have run out of, and they send you more drills. There's no cost. You just get more drills. And the level of support, and the sticker sheet that's included, and the toolkit quality of the things that you receive. There is a difference. You may disagree with that difference not being worth the price, and therefore you did it once and you may not ever do it again, but you also may say, wow, I really enjoyed that. I may not be able to buy many of them, but I will jump into that arena, into that market again. This was too good. You know? But if you never purchased or never had, say, a Diamond Art Club canvas, and you hear how great it is on YouTube channel after YouTube channel, you really don't know or have no point of reference to what that content creator is even talking about. No point of reference. And I will tell you, Diamond Art Club does sell its quality canvases on Amazon. You could get a small Diamond Art Club premium kit for a reasonable price right from Amazon. There's not a whole lot of choices, but there's enough choices in different genres that you could entertain and get your first kit, premium kit, a Diamond Art Club kit from Amazon directly. You don't have to pay $70 for it. You might pay $30. Just try it out. So that's what you could do next. Once you kind of go larger, go bigger, and you want to amp it up again, consider your first premium kit purchase. Please, Phil. Come on. I really don't want to do another baggie. Yeah. Ooh. Barely made it, but it's in there. Okay. Okay. Okay, so once I jump into the premium versus budget, and I go to Amazon and I find a canvas that I like. Oh, let me tell you this. When you buy a Diamond Art Club kit on Amazon, there should be a card inside the box so that you can register that canvas with the Diamond Art Club company. Why is that necessary or important? The reason is when you buy directly from Diamond Art Club, they know you made the purchase because you bought it from them and it's part of your order history. Therefore, you get the drill support, you get the guarantees, and all the guarantees that someone like me who goes into Diamond Art Club and buys canvases, that comes with my purchase. If you buy it from Amazon, Diamond Art Club doesn't know you bought it. So therefore, you need to register that canvas with them so that you get all the protections that I would normally get. With Diamond Art Club, I am a Diamond tier member, which is like their highest level. So I get kind of an advanced notification when they have new releases and yada, yada, yada. So there are benefits that come with that. And I believe if you open an account and you register with them, I think you get points based on your purchase price. Don't quote me on that because I'm unsure. But with Diamond Art Club, when you have an account there, you buy from them, you get points. And those points turn into dollars that you can use to get discounts. Okay? So, premium versus budget. You could amp up your diamond painting game that way. Okay. I have, in my diamond painting journey, since 2019, I have everything that I talked about, I've already done. I have checked all those boxes. Are there boxes after we're in 2024, so 5 years of diamond painting, are there any boxes, more boxes for me to check? Can I amp up my own diamond painting practice? The answer is yes. Well, where do you go if you've been diamond painting for 5 years? What's next? I mean, how do you challenge yourself? Well, the next step, as I see it, others may disagree, and that's fine. The next step for someone like me is a max color kit. What is a max color kit? Well, I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't know what the proper definition is, but I would say anything over 110, 120 colors in a kit. That is a max color kit. I've seen kits being sold that contain 325 colors. There could be more. There are 450 DMC. There's like a sticker for 447, but there are 3 colors that go by name, not by number. So 447 plus 3 is 450. So you could get a canvas. This would be a premium plus, not just premium, premium plus. I think of it as budget, budget plus, premium, premium plus. And you're likely to pay $150, $200, maybe more, plus shipping for a canvas of that size and of that description. They can get very expensive, okay? A max color kit has a lot of drill colors. There's a lot of colors in that canvas. The canvas doesn't have to be the side of a barn. It could be 60 by 80. But when they designed that canvas, they put in, based on the original art, they put in all the colors that particular piece of art represented. in the diamond painting. They did not streamline the colors. All the colors are there. And I'm gonna need another baggie. I'm not kidding myself here. Right? And yours truly, Kelly Renee, has not done a max color. I've never done one. I think with my premiums, I do have a premium, and I think the most colors that I have in my stash on any one diamond painting is 83. Look at that. You see these heat sealed bags? Yes, I had a little bit of static, but not much at all. That's the difference between heat sealed bags and baggies. I'm telling you. It truly is. And that was 23. Letter O. 38. 3846. 38. 3846. Okay. Permanent marker. And now I've got that back up. Okay. I'm on my last color, which is 3865. Okay. So, even after you've been diamond painting for a while, I find max colors and doing a canvas with that many colors in my head. Oh, I'm gonna need another baggie. Blasted. Okay. Okay. Settle down, girl. Put your chill. Get your chill going. Thank you, Evermoment. I don't know how many baggies in here. Maybe 50. But they weren't free. I paid for them. They were in my toolkit. But I paid $42 for the canvas. So, yeah. Give me free baggies. You betcha. 3865. So, even though I've been diamond painting for a while, max color kits, makes me nervous. Because that's a lot of color. That's a lot of kitting up. And how am I going to kit it up? How am I going to organize my kitting up? How? That's the challenge. Right? I don't know. I have to think about it. I have to get to painting. I have to look at the legend. I have to see what the icons are. Can't say that word this morning. How am I going to be able to look at a canvas? Oh, you know what? I need to print up. I don't need to, but I'm going to do it. So, max colors, that's a challenge. And I'm stepping in. I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to challenge myself, and I don't know which of my phones. I'm hoping it's this one. If it's not this phone, the other phone is recording. Let me get into this phone. I'm hoping it's there. Oh, let's see. Yes. It is there. I'm trying to find the image. I think it's this one. No. Oops. Let's see here. Bear with me just one moment. I'm gonna pause the video so I can just find the right image. Hang on. Okay, I couldn't find the image. I had to take another picture. So all I did was take a picture of the legend from the canvas itself. I simply took a picture. That's it. And then I cropped it because I need 15 through 19. So what I'm going to do, let's see here. Okay, hang on. Okay, let me get the program up and I'll restart the video. Hang on. Okay, so this is my Faux Memo. Is that what they call it? Faux Memo mini printer. And this is their app. So I'm going to do some photo editing. I'm going to find the picture that I want. And I'm going to resize it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, I think that's okay. Oh, come on. Okay. So I can make it bigger or smaller. If I don't want that 14th in print, I can move it up like that. See? So I can make it the size here. I can adjust it to see if I want it brighter, a little bit darker. And that's it. Then I'm just going to print it. And it prints down there. So it's a way for me. I could be a little darker, but I'm going to live with it. It's readable. So now I have stickers. That's simple. Okay. Okay, so you also saw some of the images from my chalkboards and all that. That's fine. Okay, I dropped something. The little cushion I was sitting on. It deserted me. So I'm going to go ahead and put my stickers on because I'm a creature of habit and I've convinced myself I need them. So yeah, so Max Colors. Now, I have bought, I was kind of stalking. I'll be honest about it, okay? I was kind of stalking this vendor and I wanted a particular image. I did not realize how popular the darn thing was. And every time I went out there, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. So frustrating. Since when I started looking at it, I think it was in October. And I just couldn't get it. And then one day I got a notification, an alert from the vendor, which was Diamond Art Studio UK, that the image that I wanted was suddenly restocked. I dropped everything, went out to the site, put it in my basket, and bought it. Finally, I got it. I picked two images. Diamond Art Studio UK is in overseas, across the pond, and shipping is not cheap. It's like 30 bucks just for shipping. It's a flat rate. But I didn't want to exaggerate the cost of the canvases by $30 by buying just one, so I bought two. I picked my two favorite images, the one I was waiting for, plus one that I liked, another one that I liked. I bought two, paid the $30 shipping, and I just waited for it to arrive. Well, they arrived. So I have my Max Color kit. What I didn't realize when I made the purchase, because I was too eager to buy the darn thing, that both of the canvases that I bought from the same artist that I liked very much, both of them were Max Color kits. Both of them. One of them has 197 colors, I believe, and the second painting has 192. So yes, I've been diamond painting for a while, and yes, I can be challenged. There is a next step for me, and I am taking it. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I finally picked out the canvas, and I simply bought it. Ended up with two of them, but I went ahead and bought it. So, that's my next step. Is there any place to go from there once I do that? Well, yes. I could go bigger. I could do 225 diamond painting. I could go to one of the premium plus sites and get a much larger canvas, a canvas larger than I've ever done before. there are places and options in this hobby that I can still explore. Right now, I'm at max colors. I'm not doing premium plus yet. And there's another area that I have not jumped into, and that's a cross stitch conversion. That is working with a blank canvas and following a pattern via an app. The canvas is blank, it's just white with a grid. In order sometimes you have to source your own drills, and if I go that route, I will use Evermoment to source my canvas and my drills. You're just basically getting a pattern. You're buying a pattern. You still have to buy the canvas, and you still need all the drills. Evermoment is very good with that. There are other sources that you could go to, but I am a huge Evermoment girl. I would go to Evermoment and send them my pattern, and they will source all the drills and make sure I have all the drills that I need for that pattern, and they will send me the corresponding canvas. I have to pay for everything, but I can get my blank canvas, I can load the app, I can use my tablet, I can follow the chart, and I could do that. I have not jumped into that yet. So for me, max colors, potentially a custom or a premium plus type canvas, and a cross stitch conversion. There's room for me to grow in the hobby. And I'm starting with max colors. That's my next foray into what else can I do, right? So, I hope that, okay, you go over there. This is my B4 light pad, and I'm just going to tape this puppy down to hold it to my light board. But, so, newbies, I hope that information paints a picture, or hopefully not a grim one, to give you an idea of how this hobby does come with its own set of challenges that you can take part in. It's not just I buy these canvases on the budget site and there's nowhere else for me to go. Once I get bored with this, there's nothing else. There's plenty of other things you could do. You don't ever have to do any of them. But if you were curious as to how to grow in the hobby and what potential is out there for you, if you find that you really like the hobby and you want to stay in the hobby, but you want to know what else you can do, is there any place for me to go, anything for me to do? The answer is yes, there sure is. And just having that information, I would have liked to have had that information of how to grow in a hobby that I was finding myself, well, let's be honest about it, somewhat addicted to. And I wanted to stay in the hobby, and I've been doing it for 5 years. I did take a year, I think year and a half off at some point. And I think I want more tape. But I hope that's helpful for you to kind of think about. So many of you have left comments and other YouTubes letting me know that you were new to diamond painting. And one lady who lives in my area here in either in Atlanta or near Atlanta said that, I believe it was her. I have to catch up on comments, guys. I do. If you've ever commented on my videos, you got a reply from me. I take time in the mornings to try to catch up on comments, and I read them all, and I respond. I think I've responded to all. I do believe I have. That is my goal. I'm hoping I can keep it up as the channel continues to grow. And speaking of that, this is the video that you will need to leave a comment on. This video, I will be doing a drawing to celebrate my first 100 plus subscribers. It will be a $50 Amazon gift card to the winner. Now, I did mention in the last video that I was going to draw a name or draw a winner at the end of the month. Well, we're almost at the end of the month now. I was being optimistic, and that's silly. I think the video needs to be out there a little bit so everyone has a chance to see it, right? So what I think I'm going to do, today is Saturday, the 27th. Let's see, next Friday. So I think next Saturday is February 3rd, 1 week. Or should I do 10 days? Okay, I think next Saturday. It's going to be next Saturday. Next Saturday, any subscriber, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, who leaves a comment on this video, WIP Kit video, I will be using the comment from this video to put into one of those random generators, and it will grab everyone's unique comment. You only get one entry, and it will pop out one of the commenters, and I will reach out to them and let them know that they are the winner. I will announce who the winner is during the YouTube following the drawing. But yes, this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I will be drawing a name to receive a $50 Amazon gift card. That's in celebration of my first 100 subscribers. Yay! Okay, what comes after that? I thought about it, and I think, don't hold me to this, I might change the number. The next level that I'm going to do, my next giveaway after this one, will be at 250, and I have an item in mind for that giveaway. Yeah, I think I do. After that, we'll do 500. That's me being super optimistic I'll ever get to 500. But, again, leave a comment on this WIP Kit video. I will be drawing from the list of comments one name to receive an Amazon $50 gift card. And thank you so much. The channel is growing beyond my expectation, and that's all due to you guys. So I'm very grateful, very happy about it. Okay, I'm kitted up. And this is a WIP Kit, so I think, am I out? See, I'm not used to working on multiple WIPs. So I don't have any parchment to use. And this is the parchment paper that I use. I think they're 5x5 squares. I bought these, I don't even know how long ago. 2 years. And what I do, I just fold them in half. I just fold them in half and cut them. Where's my big scissors? The big mambo jumbos. Oh, here they are. It's just the size that I prefer to work with. And I'm going to, I don't use release paper. Sometimes I even decorate my parchment paper. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, I actually do have parchment paper. Some old ones. See? I use stickers and stamps. I could have used these. I forgot those were in there. And these last so long. As they tear and they get all frayed, and I just throw them away and get another one. But they last for a while. I don't use release paper because I don't like the opaqueness. I like to be able to see the canvas underneath. That's just me. No right or wrong about it. Now let's see. I think I want to do... I'll do a slide like that. I'll just put these on here for grins and giggles. This is what I have. And then I'll just move them around. Let's see. I want to do that square there. Okay, now that that's on there, I'm just going to scissor it off. I'm not going to use my ceramic blade. That's good enough. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so let me kind of get this on. Ooh. My eyes are bad. Wow, those symbols are small. Okay. This is a, this is the first, now this is a B4 canvas. What am I doing? Guys, the very first, I don't know if that's an 8 or a B. Is there a B on here? It's this 8. 8 for N. Oh man, look at the confetti. Oh yeah. Nice. I'm gonna have to lock it. And this is new for me. There's a way of locking it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I think that locks it. Okay, let's see here. I need 8. And I need 4. And I need N and M. Okay. Let me just get those out. I'm just start with that. And now I need a tray. This is the one that I'm working on. That's my black for my other WIP. And let's see. 8 and 4. Yeah, we'll just do the 8. Rounds. I had to stop and I looked in my tray and I'm like, you look funny. Why does it look funny? Because they're rounds. And I've been living a square life. That's amusing. I just amused myself very privately there. I am using my beadsmith because why not? But yeah. So if you're a newbie, let me know whether or not anything that I shared with you was helpful. I was trying to really focus on just you guys. There's no guide circles on here. Happy. I'm in my happy. I hate guide circles. I really do. The placement becomes more precarious because those black lines on the circle, you have to place the round bead so precisely. Or you may have to mica finish it or something to get those circles, those black lines of the circles hidden. They drive me nuts. So, oh my gosh, I'm actually doing a round. I haven't done a round. I have to, I've shared with you my finish when I did my French Bulldog when I started the channel. You will see my finish for my Chunky Mamas. And I'm getting close. I'm getting close. My goal, not the event's goal, my personal goal was to finish it by the end of January. Why do I put pressure on myself? The thought is, the DP Big Butts 24 event is about positive body image. And I was a chunky kid, a chunky teenager, and now I'm still a chunky mama. And I know that, especially with young girls, being self-conscious, being excluded from things. Is that an 8? Yeah. Being excluded from things. I kind of lived that life. So the premise of that particular event was personal to me. So I wanted to participate. And it's why I chose the canvas that I ultimately chose, because I think that it speaks to the event. And I'll talk more about it when I do the reveal of the finished canvas. I'm doing rounds. Look at me, people. I may have to grab my diary. Good grief. I'm doing rounds. And so when I finish my Chunky Mamas, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be my 7th finish. I'm not a fast diamond painter. When I compare what I can produce in the same amount of time as someone else, I realize they're like lightning compared to me. I've done 7 canvases since mid-October. All of them square. All of them. One of them I don't physically have. It was a birthday gift for my nephew. I do have a video of it that I can share. But I should just bring those all out at the end of this month, and then maybe every 3 months or at the end of every quarter or something. Maybe the first one's going to be a little off. Just kind of do a reveal of all my finishes, because I diamond paint every day. And recently I had a dental issue and I really couldn't talk, and I was on medication, so I didn't get a lot of diamond painting in for a few days. I usually do like 4 to 6 hours after work. Well, before work, like early in the morning, then after work, sometimes even at lunchtime, because I work from home, and then in the evenings I diamond paint. But I was only getting in like 2 hours a day when I had that dental crisis. I'm still in the midst of it, but I'm still on medication and the pain has subsided. But I have a doctor's appointment in a week or so to fully resolve the issue. But anywho, I wasn't getting in a lot of diamond painting, so I'm kind of hoping that I can finish that Chunky Mamas by the end of January. We're nearly there now, and but I'm nearly done, so maybe I put that, because it's a January event. It's my first event that I've ever participated in, ever. I really should have kept that. I'll put another dryer sheet. And I really, it's for the month of January, and I wanted to finish it in January. So I put that goal in place for myself. But here's the problem. Because I was finishing the French Bulldog, I did not start my event canvas until January 7th. That's when I kitted it up, and I started laying drills in that same day. I kitted it up and I started drilling. So I lost a week. But I've been diamond painting on it every day since January 7th. As many hours as I could get in. And I am tracking my hours. I am definitely tracking my hours so I can tell you how many days. That's easy. And approximately how many hours it took me. It is a confetti heavy canvas. The one that I showed you, the one I'm referring to is this one. This is confetti heavy. 50 by 60 square. Yeah, it took a minute. And I only have so many hours in a day that I can lay diamonds in. Let's see. Okay. I have to find where my ending point is. I still got plenty of 8s in here, and I've got a few in my tray I'll need to dump again, but yeah. So newbies, if you notice when I was kitting up, static is a thing. It is not your friend. It will never be your friend. So you're going to have to arm yourself for a battle. Static. Oh my goodness. You want to talk about things that get on my nerves? Static. What happened to that bead? Did I drop it somewhere? It just kind of like disappeared. I thought I had another one. I did. I don't know where it is. It's not on my pen. Okay. It got away. It escaped. Oh, there it is. Now, oh my goodness. I don't know. Must have heard my threat and decided to come out of hiding. That's how I'm doing it. Okay, this is still 8. Yeah, I didn't need the extra stickers, but I do want the symbols on mine, not just the numbers. Just easier for me, because I'm just a symbol girl. I go by the symbols. And this was small enough to use this freebie 28 kit. And that's one of the things that, well, I'll talk about that after I get off my soapbox talking about static. Newbies, get your dryer sheets out, cut them into little squares, and if you're going to be working out of baggies, be prepared to put a little piece of dryer sheet in there and shake it up. Static is not your friend. And there are times I have watched some of the unboxings of my Max Color kits that I just received. They're still in the box. You think I opened the box and looked at it? Of course not. Kelly Renee doesn't do that. Hence the reveal and react with my partner in Shine, who is Cece in Texas. While she knows that I purchased it, she has not seen it, and neither have I. It's sitting out there in the shipping box, still sealed. So we're going to have to take a look at that. But I've seen unboxings of the canvas that I just received, my Max Color canvas, of which I ended up with 2. Thought I was buying 1, but they were both Max Colors. Oh boy. 197 colors and 192. That will be a kitting up challenge. Anywho, as I was watching the unboxings of those canvases, yeah, the static was real. It was not imagined. It was real. Those Max Color kits are not coming in heat sealed baggies like this. It's coming in baggies like this. And I'm telling you, the plastic used to make this is different than the plastic used to make these. And those baggies, the Ziploc baggies, either generate or hold on to static electricity like it's nobody's business. So, I do have a kitting up. Am I out of 8s? I do have a kitting up system that I'm going to choose to use for those Max Colors. I had to think about it. I don't want to tie up my kitting up station because those Max Color kits, even though maybe they're 60 by 80, a little bit bigger than that, I can't remember exactly, but those are going to be longer term projects, and I don't want to tie up my regular kitting station. So I did buy a different solution. I watched multiple other content creators, and I watched how their thought process that they use to organize their drills. That kind of gives me a little bit of a head start on what I want to do and what they were using for kitting up that many colors. And I've seen a few. Oh, you can live right there. There's Nate. You must have been a drop. Maybe I hit you or something. I don't know. Sorry. And I looked at their kitting up solutions. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I want to learn from others. So I reached out, went on YouTube, and I found some content creators, and I watched their process. So I kind of know what I'm in for. I haven't decided which of the processes that I'm going to do for that kitting up. But I see what the process is, so I've been thinking about it. I've just been thinking about it. And I'm looking for 8s. Anybody sees one, like, chat me up or something. Oh no, there's one. It's under the, but I see it, so why not get it? Just one. Found you. Okay. Oh, there's a couple more right there. I see better with my glasses off, so I'm not taking them off. Like a crutch. Yeah, so I know what I'm in for. I haven't done it myself, and I am likely to do that on canvas to share the experience with you. So it's my first. So I'm a little bit anxious about it, but at the same time I'm looking forward to it, and why not? It's just a challenge. There's another 8. Oh, there's another 8. Yay. Yay me. My aging eyes are not failing me right now. They'll fail me later, though. Trust and believe. As soon as I put these 8s away, I'll see 2 more. That's just the way confetti is. Let's see. I don't see any more, so I'm going to call it good for now. One more pass. Okay, I'm calling it good. But yeah, so I will be sharing that experience, so I hope that you guys will join me. I might even recruit my partner in Shine to help me think of the organization of it all. I may have to send her like a PDF or something to... Oh, it does have 7s. Oh, let's do the 7s. Why not? Already here. Let's start with those. And normally, where is my little cheat sheet? I do use a dry erase marker. If I step away, I know that that tray has the 7s in it. There's another way. Do I have it handy? Let me see if I have it handy. Hang on. Let me go ahead and stop this. Let me see if I can find it. And I just realized I should have zoomed you in. You could just use a little Post-it note flag to mark whatever container you're in. That's another way of doing it. Okay. Max colors. Oh. Yeah, I want the experience of having done at least one. So I don't know if I'm going to like it, regret the decision that I even attempted it. It's just a diamond painting with a lot of colors. It's the organization of the drills and being able to look at when you have 192 listing of the colors and knowing how to get to those drills efficiently. So a little homework before I actually can start drilling, but we'll see how it goes. We shall see how it goes. If you're going to leave a comment and participate in the giveaway, why don't you let us all know what's your next challenge? Where are you in your diamond painting journey? And what is your next challenge? That would just be fun to know, because the newbies, many of them have like identified themselves as newbies. They're just coming into the hobby. And if you've been in the hobby for a minute, where are you? Where's your comfort zone? Do you just do budget rounds because that's what your zen is? And you're happy in that place? Maybe you don't have a next step. Maybe you're happy exactly where you are, and there is nothing wrong with that. And the reason I went through this so-called Jacob's Ladder of diamond painting is to let newbies know where this hobby can take them. I love the hobby. I diamond paint every day. I took some time off from diamond painting to do adult coloring and more mixed media, and I already had a stash, and since being triggered to come back to diamond painting, this is a forever craft for me. I'm not trying to find myself. I have found myself. I know that this is a hobby for me, and it was the impetus for starting the channel. I just wanted to share my experience and my journey with others more publicly, and to be part of a community and be able to exchange ideas and goals with others. So hopefully that encourages you guys to maybe just leave a comment. I do not take them for granted. I read them, I respond to them, and when you respond back to me, I'm likely to respond back to you to keep a conversation going. I'd make the time for that. It's not a waste of your time to leave a comment. So please do. Okay, let me cheat for a minute and see what time we're at. Holy moly! An hour and 29 minutes? I think we'll call it done. Okay, WIP Kit, leave your comment. This is the video that I will be doing the drawing from for the $50 Amazon gift card in celebration of 100 plus subscribers. Thank you for joining me. I know this was a long one, but it was fun. I lost track of time. So maybe you're watching this when you're kitting up, or when you're doing your sitting down and doing some diamond painting and have an hour or so to share. Run the video. Just listen to me whine on, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments as well and be part of my drawing. Thank you so much. I'm Kelly Renee. We'll call an end to the video here. And as you guys venture forth in your own lives, sharing your shine with others, practice tolerance and respect. It's something that we all need and deserve. Thank you so much. And until next time, you guys take care. Thanks so much.